For what feels like an eternity, TikTok has been on the brink of getting banned for one reason or another. It is the most confusing thing that we are like subjected to try and figure out. Like, on one hand, the government is like, it's a national security risk, but they won't like tell us why they want to ban it, which leads to theories that like, oh, they want to silence free speech, yada yada yada. On the other hand, it's like they're like, okay, you can sell it to an American company, just don't be a Chinese company. It's like, okay, well, it's so confusing. It's so confusing, and I want to get to the bottom of it. My personal feelings on it is I don't care one way or another if it gets banned. And for context, I got the start of my career from TikTok. My TikToks first blew up, and then people went to my YouTube and then like went back to TikTok. And you know what? I still have it on my phone. I still will throw a shit post on there. But I think overall, it is an evil app. I think it is an evil, dark entity that, in the grand scheme of things for society and humanity, it would be a net positive if it ceased to exist. But of course, that comes with a lot of things. That comes with a lot of negatives. On one hand, okay, there's like thousands of people that work at TikTok whose jobs just got evaporated. For example, in Canada, they just banned TikTok. Let me just make this very clear. This is not just an American thing of TikTok getting banned. It is multiple countries all having some little intel that TikTok is a national security threat, and they don't fucking share why. And so we're just like left to like assume why it's getting banned. Like the broadest thing that they say is it's a national security risk because they steal our data. I don't care if you have my data. I don't care if you have my data. You're gonna find out like how many times I Google search like if I have fucking rabies or if the mole on my leg is like cancerous. Like, oh, what are you gonna do with that, China? You're gonna like it's so. On those grounds, I think it's very silly, and I do think that there's some valid claims that they're trying to ban TikTok to stifle free speech, but even that wouldn't make sense because Trump, who originally proposed the ban back in like, what the fuck was that, like 2020, he wanted to ban it, and now he fucking loves it because he won him the election, and it's to the point where he's like, I love TikTok. I don't want to ban it. Like, I'm pretty sure he recently said, obviously he's not in fucking power yet. He's not in power yet. But he is a fan of it. Does that mean he will save it? It's to be seen. But the fact of the matter is, on January 19th, TikTok either has to sell to a U.S. company or they will be banned. What does banning mean? Okay, well, if TikTok gets banned, it means the app will be removed from the App Store. So if you fucking drop your phone and you have to get a new one and reinstall TikTok, you can't. They won't be able to make any more updates on the TikTok app, so bugs will start to accumulate. And eventually in like 6 months, it could be unusable because there could be so many bugs. But it's not like on January 19th, it is going to disappear from our phones. Our memories will be wiped like fucking Men in Black. And we'll never like see TikTok ever again. No, it will fully be running past that point. And it's one day between when it gets banned and when Trump gets in. And if you didn't know, Trump can kind of do anything with executive orders, so there's like a good chance that he could just save it. Will he? We don't know. But there, I believe TikTok was begging on their hands and knees. They're like, please, to the Supreme Court, please give us one more chance. And they're trying to, they made an appeal to the Supreme Court, I guess. Maybe not Congress. Listen, I am fucking Canadian. I don't know how that shit works. I barely know the parliamentary system. But they're begging for an appeal on their ban. They're citing that it is an attack on free speech, which, yeah. I feel like it's not a crazy thing to say. Like, yeah, TikTok is a harbor of free speech. There's a lot of free speech that happens there. People are speaking freely, like, fucking duh, it's an app. But one of the reasons why I am not panicking, why I am not like these influencers being like, Joe Biden, save us! Oh, actually, he's the one that banned it. They're not saying that. No one's saying that. Is because if you look at the apps on your phone, you look at TikTok, look at Instagram, look at YouTube Shorts, look at TikTok, Twitter, X. You can do the same shit on all of them. There is effectively no difference, especially between TikTok and Instagram. You can do all the same shit that you can do on TikTok that you can do on Instagram. In fact, the algorithm on Instagram is way more like privy to free speech. They want that shit. In fact, Mark Zuckerberg, I believe today, literally was saying that Facebook and Instagram is going to prioritize free speech, which feels like a very like Trump era thing to like put into place. Obviously, I'm not saying that like free speech is only for like Trump supporters, but you know what I'm saying. It's like that's not something that Instagram or Facebook would do if Kamala Harris won the presidency. But let's breathe, guys. But what I'm getting at is that argument that TikTok, if it gets banned, is silencing so many people of their free speech really falls flat when you think about how there are so many apps that do the exact same thing. It's not going nowhere. There is, I guess the argument that Instagram, Meta, is like controlled by a U.S. company. So if the U.S. government wanted to control them, then they could. But then there's the same concept of like TikTok is owned by a Chinese company. So if the Chinese government wanted to control TikTok, they fucking could too. And I know, listen, I don't even want to fucking get into it. Like there was that viral clip of some politician grilling the CEO of TikTok, being like, have you ever talked to the Chinese Communist Party? And he's like, sir, I'm Singaporean. Have you ever done even little dealings with the Chinese Communist Party? And he's like, sir, I'm Singaporean. Yes, that was a goofy moment. And very, like, xenophobic. Like, he's fucking Singaporean. Duh. But the fact of the matter still is that TikTok is owned by a Chinese company. And the Chinese government, if they would like to, can peer into any Chinese company, regardless of whatever little strings they've done, where they're like, oh, well, our data centers are in Singapore. We have data centers in Texas. They still own that shit. They can still go in. You're telling me the CEO of ByteDance that owns TikTok, if he wanted to, if the Chinese government held him at fucking gunpoint and was like, tell me what Charlie D'Amelio had for breakfast, he could go into the servers and he could find that shit. Like, it really... Both companies can be controlled by their respective government if the respective government so choose to. So let's talk about the actual effects beyond like free speech of it getting banned. I'm so sure you have seen countless influencers fucking groveling, being like, you can't ban, like, you cannot TikTok! Like freaking the fuck out. And there goes my vocal cords. And it is, I think there's a lot of schadenfreude. How the fuck do you say it? Schadenfreude. That German word for like finding joy in other people's sufferings. Because if you look at it, influencers are probably like the most obnoxious. I don't even want to call it like career or job, but just like group of people. We are very fucking annoying. We are very detached from the reality of 99% of the world, specifically the influencers that are like kind of just not even like there's like the spectrum of like influencers and creators. There's like creators who are like, making stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then there's influencers who are like literally just walking ad space for like brand deals. I think a lot of people are finding joy in watching these people, the influencers, grovel and be like, "Oh, am I gonna make money? I have to sell my Rolex collection." Fuck. Like, and it's guys, it's funny. Like, you can't ignore how funny that is. And listen, here's how I approach like I've been very lucky to have like the successes that I've had, and I'm in a position where I will be fine, even if like my fucking internet explodes forever and I can never like log into my social medias again. Like I will be okay, and I'm very grateful for that. That being said, I have always approached this shit as something that will not be here forever. I find it very interesting. It's very much a choice when like influencers are like, this is a job. A job? Because a job is something that, you can usually assume you have forever. And like you're an employee. This shit is not a job. Posting videos on your phone is not a job. And I extend this philosophy to even the biggest creators, because you are still at the whim of so many things. If you have been on the internet for long enough, you have seen how things come and go, and specifically how people come and go. Like, it is not like in my mind, a job is something that you do for the rest of your life. Most of us are not doing this shit for the rest of our life. And I treat it as like a fun little thing that I'm happy to be doing now, and I'll try and make the most of that I'm doing now. But I'm fully prepared for the day that all of this shit implodes and like goes down the drain. And I think that that's not an unreasonable, like, obviously, like the influencer industry and like the TikToker fucking is like so big, and there's like billions of dollars in it, but like it, like, case that fucking point, it literally is scheduled to be banned in 2 fucking weeks. 2 weeks. And I've felt it in my bones. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I've just felt in my bones that this shit is like not a forever thing. Like, I thought, like, when I first started, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this shit for a month. Like, this is gonna last a month. And then it was like a year, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this for a year. And I felt like a little bit more comfort in it, be like, okay, I could do this for a little bit longer. All of this will be around for like a little bit longer. But I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm waiting for the day where, like, it's time to pack it up. Like, where we are losing internet access, it's over. So then there's the whole kind of issue with, okay, wait. To get into my next point, I need to preface it with this. One of the most evil things that TikTok has done. Okay, actually, no, rewind. Let me talk about how I think that I've talked about how the ban will affect like creators or people who make videos on TikTok. Let me talk about how it'll affect the average person who is just like consuming content on TikTok. Okay, they're not actively making things on there. They might throw a comment, they might, I don't know, like, but they're not like posting videos regularly. I think it will be a net positive. I've been saying this forever. It will be a net positive to not have TikTok. It genuinely does more harm than good, I think. It is a net negative for society. I think I've seen how, like, it just destroys your, like, there's just so many factors. There's how it destroys your attention span with, like, mindless brain rot content. There is the whole concept of TikTok Shop, which this is currently, for me, my biggest reason why I think it getting banned will be a good thing. TikTok Shop is pure fucking evil. It is evil. TikTok Shop is the devil. The devil. And you're probably wondering, why are you so passionate about this? Why are you screaming into your fucking microphone, destroying everyone's ears listening to this podcast? Why are you so passionate about TikTok Shop? Because it is genuinely fucking evil. I've never seen something that so easily just like plants the seed that you need to be constantly consuming than TikTok Shop. And by the way, if you're not in America, or I believe the UK, I think those are the 2 countries that have it, a few more. I know in Canada they don't have it. So it is fucking beautiful when I am in Canada and I can go on TikTok and not see TikTok Shop videos every 3 fucking seconds. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. But for if you don't know, TikTok Shop it's almost like Temu is integrated into TikTok, except every 3 scrolls you get a video of, half the time it doesn't even feel like an ad. It's like someone showing off like a candle or something, and then they're like, I just got this candle and it smells so good. Cookie vanilla crunch. Did you know this is available on my TikTok Shop? And then you buy it from their video. There's like a little buy button at the bottom that pops up like 6 seconds into the video, so sneakily. And then if you buy it, the person that made the video gets a commission, and then obviously the person that's selling the candle gets some money too. Which in concept, like, sounds like pretty, like, normal. It sounds like just capitalism doing capitalism things. But fuck, no! It is pushed to, like, oblivion. It, like, you truly have to experience it if you're a Canadian, like, don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But, like, it is just constant in your face. Buy this. And there has never been one thing that I'm like, would I actually need this? Would this benefit me in any way? Is this high quality? Not one of those boxes has ever been checked for me in like a TikTok video ad. It is always the most useless fucking garbage that is just like, it's like a holder for your iPhone while you're on the toilet, or it's like a freeze-dried fucking Skittle company. So TikTok has used TikTok Shop as like a PR tactic to be like, look at all these small businesses that will be going down the wayside if you ban TikTok, Joe Biden. Which is, you know what, kind of a valid argument. I am sure there are some good quality small businesses that are using TikTok Shop to sell and are making a good chunk of their revenue from selling on TikTok Shop. But it has to be said, a large majority of the shit on TikTok Shop is pure fucking rot. Just useless products that are being drop shipped. That it's not like a small business. It's not like granny's fucking knitting a little scarf and selling it on TikTok Shop. That shit might be happening, but it's not happening for 90% of the shops. It is like random products that are literally just fucking Temu coded being sold on TikTok Shop by like drop shippers. It's not the humble like business opportunity that they are trying to promote it as. So if TikTok gets banned, that means that is gone. And I think that is so beautiful. I think it is so beautiful. I think it's so beautiful because like as I get older and I see so much of the world, and I specifically have the rare viewpoint of seeing social media from the side of the producer of content, I see how little you need little fucking gimmicks and little gadgets. So with that being said, let's take a break for an ad. No one ever taught me how to shave properly, really. I would just use like a dollar store razor and dish soap as shaving cream, and it was not comfortable to say the least. But thankfully now I have a routine. I got all my little gadgets. I got my trinkets. Specifically, I got the all-in-one grooming kit from Manscaped. Listen, the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is your clean slate for 2024, tackling everything from body grooming to rogue nose and ear hairs. I didn't even realize how many nose hairs I had. Why is it like the jungle in there? Why is it like the Amazon jungle inside my... Well, it was. It wasn't, but now it's not. But they have so many other good products like the Lawnmower 5.0, the Weed Whacker 2.0. I love that things are named in like the way that like if I were to invent something as like as a child, like I would make it 2.0, 3.0. We need more. Why isn't it like... Okay, anyways, you can get the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra today and experience a shave that is as smooth as you deserve. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code DRAMA20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code DRAMA20 at manscaped.com. Thank you, Manscaped. All right, so let's like look at a brief history of TikTok. I wanted to mention this earlier, but I fucking forgot. One of the reasons why I place very little weight into TikTok in terms of like how it will support me in my life is because TikTok, and we don't say this enough. We lost this somewhere along the way. We don't say this enough. This app used to be for dancing. This app used to be for dancing. And I'm not trying to put blame on people that use this app to talk about things, exercise their free speech, create a whole business. I don't think the blame should be placed on them for like setting up a business on there on like such shaky ground. But as someone who has been on TikTok since 2018, when it was literally just people making fun of furries, I was like, this shit is nothing to base an entire career around. Like, I'll do it for now. And mind you, I don't have a college degree because I quit for TikTok. So there's that issue. But once again, like, I'll be fine. Like, I'm not the one who needs to, like y'all do not need to worry about me being on the streets at all. Because we got YouTube in this bitch! Whoa! But, like, it's just, it's always felt a little silly to me how much we place importance on TikTok when it was Musical.ly. Can we talk about that? It was My dog just went through the dog door so fast. I thought someone was breaking down the front door. TikTok is, in my mind, still Musically. It has not changed. It fundamentally barely has changed. The only thing that's changed is the people that are on there, and now there's TikTok Shop. Like, beyond that, you look at how the Musically app was laid out, like their user interface, compared to now, it's the fucking same. It's the fucking same. They had audios. They had trending audios. They had little dance trends. All of that shit still exists now. It's not like it being banned will not be like the burning of the Library of Alexandria. Did I reference that right? History people, fact check me there, please. Was it the Library of Alexandria, or was it the town called Alexandria? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. The most likely scenario that's probably gonna happen is they will deny the ban or the appeal for the ban that TikTok is trying to make, citing national security risks. The app will, like, all the employees will get like furloughed or laid off, which will be terrible. I just checked. It's actually 7,000 employees in the U.S. work for TikTok, which is crazy. Like, that is horrible. Like, that's 7,000 people that are going to have to be looking for more work, or I don't know if TikTok will compensate them. But yeah, that's fucking terrible. That is genuinely terrible. The app will probably still exist for a little while. People, like, the app will start to, like, get fucking buggy and stuff. But I'm sure, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if it's taken off the App Store in the U.S., that means that we can't update it. But, like, other countries, their apps will be fine. Like, even Canada's will be fine. What I don't understand is, like, they were like, we need to send a strong warning message to TikTok. So we're shutting down the TikTok offices in Canada, but we're not going to ban it. The fuck does that do? That's like the worst possible thing you could do. Is just like lay off a bunch of Canadians, but let the app still exist in its entirety. What the fuck does that do? So stupid. Justin Trudeau resigned. Like I really wish I could care more about whatever the national security risk is, but like, if you're not gonna tell us, why the fuck would I care? Like, genuinely, the biggest frustration about this whole thing to me is how little transparency there is. I wish they could just leak what the fuck they know. Just tell us why it's a national security threat beyond, like, they have your data and they're China. Okay, what will they do with that? Just tell us that, and then maybe it will make a little bit more sense in our brain. But just broadly saying, it's a national security threat. But it does kind of scare me a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, damn, like, they really know everything about me. Like, it does not matter how many VPNs I fucking use. Like the government actually knows everything about me, which is so cool and awesome. Apparently Trump said in December, this is what Trump said. He said, TikTok has a warm spot in my heart. If such warm spot can even exist in that man's heart, that's a good spot for TikTok to be. He also said, it's a tough decision to make. Frankly, there are a lot of people on TikTok who love it. The more I read, just like Trump's like verbatim words, the more I realize I feel like there's nothing really there. Like, there's a lot of people on TikTok who love it. What a, like, fucking, like, word salad meaningless sentence. Like, there are a lot of people who eat at McDonald's that like McDonald's. Fucking duh, they're eating at McDonald's! There are a few, and I will say, and this is rather bitter of me to say, there's a few people on TikTok that I cannot, if it gets banned, I cannot wait to see their downfall. And I can't wait to see what they do. Like, it will genuinely be so funny. It will be so funny. Like, I'm talking, no, I'm not going to name names. But it will be so funny. But, like, no, but nothing's even going to happen to them. Like, this is genuinely, like, like, nothing is going to happen to any influencers, because everyone that has a platform on TikTok has a platform on Instagram. Like, it's not like some people are going to lose everything because TikTok gets banned. They have followers on other platforms. Like, you can't be like, I'm losing everything. No. What do you mean? You have all those people will follow you on Instagram. Like, I promise you. Oh my God. I remember, like, in 2020, was it Christmas time? when like the last time it like really felt like it was gonna get banned, and then the app started like glitching and people were like, it's happening. I remember scrolling through like the lives on TikTok, and I swear to God, half of the people that were like my mutuals and stuff were like on live being like, no, like follow me on Instagram, and like then nothing happened, and they all like just gained so many followers on Instagram. That was funny. That was like maybe one of the most dramatic moments I've ever witnessed online. I miss that. I kind of hope we have that again, because that was so funny. Sorry, I don't know why I just got insecure of y'all seeing like my fucking shin bone, but I'm covering it because
I'm a little scared. I'm not ready to show that to you.
Overall, wow, here we are again. It feels like just 4 years ago I was sitting in the basement of my mom or dad's house, ranting and raving about how I just don't fucking care if TikTok gets banned. I used to be more on the side of like ban it, but I just don't care. There's a lot of things where I'm like, just in life recently, where I'm like, I don't want to put any brain power into this. I don't need to. It doesn't really affect me, so I'm not gonna think about it. And TikTok is the biggest example of that. Because what the fuck am I gonna do? Am I gonna go to Congress and be like, Joe Biden, you messed with the wrong influencer. You better reverse this right now, or you're gonna And I was gonna say something that would affect me getting a green card. So I just don't care. Has my nose been running this whole time? If I had a booger this whole... Oh my fucking God.
Guys, also there's a scary ass cold going around. Not scary, but just a nasty cold. Why have I been blowing my nose for 2 fucking weeks? 2 weeks I have been blowing my nose. I don't understand how my body has been able to make this much mucus. It's fucking disgusting. And everyone I know has this. Which kind of makes me sound like a super spreader, but no, I'm talking people who I haven't seen in months are like, I have this cold. What is that about? Also, let's just recap the fucking news, guys. Let's just see what's going on in the world. Why does Trump want to take over Canada? Oh, my microphone's backwards. Did y'all hear that the whole time? Has it been fucked up that whole time? Why does Trump want to take over Canada? Like, we're fine. Well, we're not. Like, our economy kind of sucks, but beyond that, we're fucking fine. Like this man keeps saying, like, we're going to make Canada the 51st state. No! That doesn't even work. Like, what do you mean 51st state? We're a whole ass country. Like, you would be adding, like, 13 states. Dumbass. We have provinces and territories. I definitely said it wrong. We definitely have, like, 12. Fuck. We have 9 provinces. See, I don't even know. Maybe just take it. Just take it. Just vote. Like, what the fuck do you want to do with us? It's so weird. It's so, like, and he wants to take Greenland and the Panama fucking Canal. Like, what are you going to do? Okay, Panama Canal, like, I think the U.S. built that, so maybe that makes the most sense out of the delusions. But Greenland? The fuck do you want Greenland? Like, and he's like, we need to fend off the Chinese ships from the Greenland and Canada. The Chinese ships aren't doing shit to us if they're even fucking there. The Chinese ships are just going around, going like, doo, doo. That was me trying to do like a radar noise. And listen, okay, there's like, I think I saw a poll and it was like 20% of Canadians want Trump to take Canada. You fucking bootlickers. Okay, I can't lie. For a millisecond, selfishly, I was like, Wait. What if Trump took Canada? What if he did? Because all of my immigration worries would be gone by the wayside, because then I would suddenly become a part of the country. I would be a citizen of the country that I've moved to, but like I'm trying to get a green card for, but that's stupid and selfish. But also, we could get like more cheesecake factories. We could get Hulu. We could get, I Actually, oh, we could get Trader Joe's. See, that's the biggest argument. And I bet if we polled Canadians and said, "Would you want Canada to join the United States?" It would be 20% saying yes, 80% saying no. But then we said, "Would you want Canada to join the United States?" You would get a Trader Joe's in every city above 50,000 people population. That shit would be 80%. 80% of people would say yes, like Donald Trump, take us. But there's no fucking way that would work. And I don't want Canada to beat America because, guys, we have something special going on here. Are we literally basically just America with like maple syrup? Yes. Minus Quebec. They're like fucking something else. Something entirely else. But like Alberta could be, you could just switch the flag in Alberta to the American flag and no one would tell the fucking difference. Like nothing would change here, genuinely. But I don't want that. Oh my God. And Justin Trudeau just resigned and we're going to have our own fucking Trump here. Fox News clip this and say, liberal cries about Canada becoming U.S. Maybe, no, guys, we're not getting nihilistic here. I'm not doing that shit. And I'm not pushing my nihilism onto you because everything's going to be fine. We're still going to have TikTok on our phone. The influencers are still going to be doing whatever the fuck they do, being walking billboards for skincare companies. Canada is not getting overtaken. It's not, because I will be at the border with a bow and arrow like Katniss Everdeen, and I say, if you burn, we burn with us. And I won't let them take it. That is kind of funny, though. Guys, let's acknowledge the inherent comedy in the United States invading Canada. That's actually so fucking funny. Also, wait, what's not funny though is Trump was like suggesting an armed invasion of Greenland and the Panama Canal. Armed? What? You gonna shoot the fucking polar bears in Greenland? Like what? Also, I saw someone saying that Canada should join the EU instead. Like how funny that would be if we just joined the fucking EU. I'm down for that too. I'm down for Canada to join something. Maybe not the US, but I think it'd be fun if we could like, if we became like European citizens. That would be awesome. That would be actually so cool. But the US, it just feels, it makes sense. Here's the thing. I think borders are very stupid, and it's very, very, very dumb that like you can live in a town just north of the US border and there's no fence or anything, and then just like 30 steps south is like a whole different nation. See, that doesn't make sense, especially like there's so much interconnectedness between Canada and the US, like even like just culturally, like maybe we should be the same country, but like at least let us like just fucking, and same with Mexico and the US should be more, just make North America one country, fuck it. And this is why I will never be president. I was thinking about running for the mayor for funsies, and I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could. There was that one YouTuber, what isn't his name, like Phidias or something, that like guy who would like camp outside of the like Twitter headquarters and like wait for Elon Musk to like leave, and then he'd like go like run up to him and like hug him, and then now he's an elected official in the European Union Parliament. The fuck? I feel like I could do that, but like the mayor of my town. But also, I've definitely said enough things like shitting on Edmonton and Red Deer that there's no way I could run. Like I would be like, I'm running for mayor of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and then they'd be like, you fucking hate this place, and then they'd play a video of me being like, I fucking hate this place, and then, but I think it'd be fun. Guys, would you vote for me? Would you vote for me if I ran for mayor? Would you rig the vote? Would you do some mail-in ballot election interference for my local municipal election and vote for me? It's like a town of 100,000 people in Red Deer, and there's like 200,000 votes for me. I would not get 200,000 votes. Y'all would not come through that hard. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Y'all would let me the fuck down if I ran for mayor. So I'm not going to do it. I would be a good mayor, though. I would run that shit like the Navy. And no, I would definitely be, I would be like every other politician and just get corrupt like on day two. Like they'd be like, like Turkish Airlines would be like, you want a free flight in addition to we build military base in your town? I'd be like, yes, come on down. Yeah, I definitely could not be a politician. Guys, I hope you have a good day. Pretend this is a drink. Cheers to TikTok getting banned in 2 weeks. I got shit else to say. Love y'all. Bye.